Alright, so here's the video for the water bomb. So I'm going to show you how to make this, and we blow air into it at the very end. So we start off with a piece of origami paper, color on one side, white on the other. So we begin with a white rectangle, like this, and we do that both ways. Just like that. Then now what we can do is flip the paper over, and we're going to do colored triangles. So the same thing, we're going to repeat both. So triangle that way. And this way too. So now the paper is going to collapse in a special way. So if you follow the triangular folds, you can see here at the top that the paper just collapses like this into that triangular shape, and you can see two flaps on both sides. So now we're going to bring the bottom edge to the center line, just like so, and we're going to do that 4 times. So same thing on the other side. So then we flip the paper over and repeat. So you end up with this diamond-like shape. And next step, we're going to bring this point here to the center line. And we want the fold to be parallel to the center line. So I'll try to show this carefully. So just like that. So this fold is about parallel to the center. It helps me to turn the paper. But you then have to do that 3 more times. So 4 times total, like that. Same thing here. So there it is. So now when you pick up the piece of paper, you'll notice that it's sort of closed on one side, and there's this flap here on the other side. So the next couple of folds are going to focus on the flappy part. So this is a 2-step fold here. So I'm going to work with this little flap here. So I'm going to lift it up so that the bottom edge sort of lines up with this fold here. So it looks like it sort of makes a right triangle in this spot. And then there's one more crease that's going to occur right here. So I'm going to lift up the right triangle, and then it looks like it's upside down. So 2 successive folds there. So we're going to do the same thing here, and then the same thing on both of the other sides. So I'm going to lift this up to make the right triangle, like that. And then this extra little crease to flip the right triangle over. So then you can see these 2 little flaps here. So same thing on the other side. Just like that. So we're almost done with the water bomb. The next step is a fun one, where we're going to take this little flap and tuck it away. So if you pull the right triangle about halfway back, and then you pick up this piece of paper, you will notice that there's a little pocket, a hidden pocket here. And what we're going to do with the right triangle is to tuck it inside of that pocket and hide it. So if you take a look here, you can see that this is tucked into that piece of paper. And we're going to do the same thing with this right triangle. So this takes a little bit of practice, but you have to pull this back and find the open pocket. And then tuck it away. So just as contrast, this is what it looks like on this side. And we have to do the same thing on this side to tuck away these flaps. just like that. So the water bomb is pretty much complete, and like the one I showed at the very beginning, this is the one once it is inflated with air. So what I usually do is I will fold over one of these flaps so you can see the smooth edge here, and you can do the same thing on the other side so it's nice and smooth on both sides. And then the thing about the water bomb is it's closed on one side. If you look at the other side, there's a little hole, and that's where you blow the air in and it should inflate. So I usually will hold it in my hand like this and then just blow some air directly in there. So that's pretty good there. So that's what that looks like there. That's all done.